Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They begin the drive with Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end. Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Dolphins will strike first here in this wild card matchup. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Etienne up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action here on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Etienne is in. Touchdown, Bengals. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray over the middle to Smith. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off in 3.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're starting to put some space here. You know, 1st quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This 2nd quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On second down, Etienne once more.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A handoff for Etienne.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On the move to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Bengals 28, Dolphins 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Murray now on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Johnson. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Murray.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Handoff running left is Etienne. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
Down to about the 22 here.
60 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Murray now. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Shotgun now for Murray. Out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Murray off play action.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Play fake. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 79 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
First down, Bengals.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They said beginning of the season they